Welcome to ANS Solver question 4 of this paper. So for part A1 they are asking us to find the range, mode, median and mean of the test scores. So your first step to solving such a question is to writing all these numbers in the ascending form. So let's do that. So the first number would be 20, then 21, 21. So these two are gone. There's one more 21, so 21 again, one more 21, so 21 again, and one more 21, so 21 again. Now 22, and there's only one 22, then 23, 23, one more 23. So I'm cancelling these numbers so it's easier to not miss any number or not take any number twice. So next is 24, then is 25, 26 and 27. Okay, so now we can find the range, that is the biggest number minus the smallest number. So the range would be 27 minus 20, which is equal to 7. Now for the mode is the number that occurs the most number of times. So as you can see, 21 occurs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and no other number occurs 5 times. So therefore 21 will be the mode of these set of numbers. Now for the median is the middle number. Now to calculate the median, you use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2, and n is the number of or the list of numbers, the number of numbers in the list. So that would be 14 plus 1 divided by 2, so that would be the 7.5th position, which would be equal to my bad, I'll just move this a bit to the right, to the left. Yeah, so the 7.5th position. So instead of taking the 7.5th position, like there is no 7.5th position, so what we do is we take the 7th and the 8th number and we take the average of them. So the 7th number would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th number would be 22 and the 8th number would be 23. So 22 plus 23 is equal to 45, and 45 divided by 2 is equal to 22.5. So therefore 22.5 will be your median. Now for the mean. So the mean is equal to the total of all the numbers in the list, the sum, divided by the number of numbers in the list. So the sum, as we will calculate, is 20 plus 21 plus 21 plus 21 plus 21 plus 21 plus 22 plus 23 plus 23 plus 24 plus 25 plus 26 plus 27 is equal to 295. So therefore 295 divided by the total number of numbers, that is 14, and therefore your mean will be 295 divided by 14. My bad. So 20, 1 second. 27. Okay, so the total is not 295, the total is 318. So 318 divided by 14 is equal to 22.714, but it'll be 22.7 the mean, because 3 significant figures you have to give your answer in, and the 4th significant figure, which is 1, is less than equal to 5, so it won't round off the 7 to the next number. Now let's move to part A2 of this question, where they are telling us a student is chosen at random, and they are asking us to find the probability that the student has a test score of 24. So there is only one case where a student has scored 24. So the probability of more than 24, my bad. So there are 4 cases where the student has scored more than 24, my bad. It would be 3 cases, because more than 24 would be not counting 24, but 25, 26, 27 and so on and so forth. But the highest a student has scored is 27, so there are 3 test scores that are more than 24, and the total number of students who've taken the test is 14. So the probability of choosing a student that has a test score of more than 24 will be 3 out of 14. Now let's move to part B of this question. So for part B, they are asking us to find the nth score in terms of n and x. So how we do this is we have to find the total that we did in the previously, how we found the total as 318. We have to find the total for both the mean, both the scenarios, and take the difference of them. So the total would be the mean multiplied by the number of numbers in the list. So the mean of the first n scores is nx, so therefore the total would be n multiplied by x, which is nx, minus again we have to multiply the mean with the number of numbers, so that would be n minus 1 multiplied by x plus 1. So now all we need to do is simplify this. So nx minus, so n multiplied by x is nx, n multiplied by 1 is positive n, negative 1 multiplied by negative x is equal to negative x, and negative 1 multiplied by positive 1 is equal to negative 1. Now we have to multiply the negative 1 that is outside the brackets with everything inside the bracket. So we would get nx minus nx minus n plus x plus 1. So nx and nx would get cancelled out, so we would be left with x minus n plus 1, and therefore this would be our final answer for part B of this question. So x minus n plus 1. Now let's move to part C. So for part C1, they are asking us to calculate an estimate mean. So when frequency is involved in the estimate mean, you have to use the formula of summation fx divided by summation f. So your x value would be the midpoint of the range. So how you calculate that is the two ends of the range, which is 0 and 10 for the first case. So you add 0 and 10. So 10 plus 0 is 10, and divided by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Therefore 5 would be your x value. So like that you find the x value for each of the class widths. So for the first one, your x value would be 5. So 5 multiplied by 50, which is 250, plus 85 multiplied by 12.5, which is 1000, plus 100 multiplied by 17.5, which is 1750, plus 120 multiplied by 22.5, which is 2700, plus 10 multiplied by 30, which is 300. So, and the whole thing divided by the total of the frequency, so that is 50 plus 85 plus 100 plus 120 plus 10. So that is equal to 365 days. Now all we need to do is take the sum of the numerator and divide it by 365. So 250 plus 1000 plus 1750 plus 2700 plus 300 is equal to 6000. So all we need to find our final answer is to input 6000 divided by 365 in the calculator. So 6000 divided by 365 is equal to 16 point my bad, 1 second, multiplied by 12.5. My bad. So this is not 1000, this is 1062.5. So the total would be 6062.5. So 6062.5 divided by 365 would give us the answer as 16.609. And since we need our answer in 3 significant figures, our final answer would be 16.6, because the fourth significant figure, which is 0 in this case, is lesser than equal to 5. So it doesn't round off the third significant figure to the next number. Therefore, 16.6 degrees Celsius will be our final answer for part C1. Now let's move to part C2. So for part C2, they are asking us to complete the histogram to show the information in the table. So all we need to do is, with the class width, we need to first find the frequency density. So to find the frequency density, we have to use the formula that is the frequency divided by the class width. So the frequency in the first case, which is 50, divided by the class width, which is 10. So the frequency density would be 5. So your first histogram would look like this. Now the second one they've already drawn. So let's move to the third one, where the third one, the frequency is 100 divided by the class width, which is 5. So 20, it'll go up till here, and the class width was 5. So it'll be till 20. So your third histogram will look like this. And make sure you use a pencil and a ruler while drawing this, because for any sketches and diagrams, you need to use a pencil and a ruler. Now let's move to the fourth histogram. So that is from 20 to 25. So that has a class width of 5 again. So 120 divided by 5 is equal to 24. So your the 24th frequency density would be right here. And this is again for 5. The class width is 5. So go till 25 degrees Celsius. And the last one now, the class width is 10 and the frequency is also 10. So your frequency density will be 1. That is right here. And your class width, which is 10, will go up to 35. So this would be your final histogram, and therefore this would be your final answer for part C2 of this question.